Does the Central Intelligence Agency have scientists? Sure does make you wonder about NASA too, about as far as brain chemical addiction and science. Makes you wonder. They had a guy on last night. I watched a little bit of a video because he was talking about these phones. Says, these phones can't be hacked or tracked, untrackable, it says, right? And I've got a flip phone, but this is, get these other phones and, why do you not, never mind, I see he's in the CIA, see why he doesn't want to be tracked. He doesn't want to be killed by people he killed when he was doing business, so it makes sense, so, okay, okay, the acute paranoia, schizophrenia, okay, now it's starting to make sense to me. Sorry, it was hard to me, like, why are you worried about being tracked? What do you want privacy for? You're in the CIA, there's no such thing as privacy, right? As long as you're not doing anything you shouldn't be doing, you should be okay till your sorry ass dies, right? Just sit there and you go, fuck, right? But as far as privacy goes, on a logical planet with logical people obeying natural laws and doing what is right by one another, all the justice, peace, truth, all that stuff. When you have devices like our said phones and TVs and things like that they it's untrackable, this and that, people can't hack into it. You want utmost privacy. You don't have the devices in your room, right? You have good Adobe walls and stuff like that, and yeah, if you want a TV, if you even need one, because we'll be living in the 21st century, free from extortion, exploitation, marketing, so, if you have the technology to communicate and how, if you need it or if you don't, what did we do before we had technology? Yeah, we've had all this amazing technology for the last, so many years. And what did we do? I liked electric football. That was fun. Well, what else was playing outside? That was fun. Yeah. What else? Trying to get alone with girls, and yeah, well, that don't last. That's very young. What will you leave us this time? But maybe if we're but we have scientific understanding and means of birth control that helps. But we've had religious and other kinds of birth controls for a while since. But having children is fun. Raising, gardening, singing, dancing, listening to each other. Get the fuck out of here. Serious listening to each other? Yeah, seriously listening to each other, Like Leticia at Latch, Oh, and so you have this job and right, that was the sexiest thing ever. Yeah, we need more of that. That was the sexiest conversation I ever had. Sexiest. Wow. Oh, you can get in trouble. You can lose your job. There is no money. There's no extortion. There's no sexual harassment. Whoa, yay. Okay, let's get Blake Lively and Ryan Gosling off to their house and trying to stop sell his phones. So, you get like, what the fuck, right? And you won't put people in positions to where they feel, sexually dominant to other people, What are you doing? He's showing everybody his penis and his sweats. Oh yeah, I saw that on I'm an MC video with with Ahmad and Trinity, yeah. So, that was a long ass time ago. That was over 20 years ago. Fuck yeah. So if they were in their 30s, they're in their 50s now. Gosh, you guys just know how to munch the fuck out of time, don't they? Hey, we're going to devour your time. Now you'll be miserable. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Once we're applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer worldwide and using the technology to sustain that, yeah, I'm pretty good. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Yeah, they torture you for a lifetime. Yeah, you tortured John. He was in the cave in North Africa. You perverts have done this. It's just like, what you're talking about ain't really enough. You've done this for like forever. And now we've got the technology to collect all the evidence, analyze all the evidence, and Spock all the evidence. Hey, Sarah, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho. Oh, they were told to self-destruct. You're like watching it going, wow, these people. They're wackadoodle. Yeah, they are. So what do you need privacy for? Other than thou shalt not covet, what do you need privacy for? And a logical, meet you a cuckoo. Explain it to us. Come on. Richard Dawkins, you're reasonable. Sam Harris. Okay. What do you need privacy for? All you great scientists. Brian Cox, explain it to me. Things can only get better. That doesn't apply in physics. Feynman was kind of broken. We'll talk later. But, kind of, excessive compulsive behaviors when it goes to extensive degrees has taken the mind, and it literally breaks the mind from any kind of eternal understanding of faithful love, because it's like you check out because you can't be the best person. So I'll make everybody else feel inadequate by bringing down everything to the most I need to feel superior intellectually. Yeah, like all the big head people on Star Trek. There you go. And so, it sucks. It does. But what do you need privacy for? Besides, thou shalt not covet. And you want to covet. You want to be the best. You're jealous. You're envious. And if you weren't spying on David, and you weren't spying on Jesus, and you weren't spying on the people that are better than you, trying to make sure that, hey, then what would you need privacy for? Except for, outside the rain begins, and it may never end. So cry no more. Don't you love that song? Yeah, I like that. We're all alone. We're all alone. That's what you need privacy for. But most people can respect that. But now we don't have that. I have never had that my whole life. I have to envy a lot of you people that are just everyday people online asking, God wants you to have money. God wants you to get a big settlement. God wants you to put into the universe this immaculate miracle of you getting a lot of money through a court settlement. God said, forgive debt and trespass and love will eternal faithful peace. If you're referring to myself and Jesus as God. Okay. Logical, Captain. Right, do you understand? So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Obviously, it's some kind of excessive compulsive virtual presence brain. Oh, what do you need privacy for? Central Intelligence Agency? And why are you using that word in the middle of your central agency when you have none? Seriously, what do you need privacy for? I was going to try to be all professional and whatever stuff. I can't help myself. I got to be me, la da da da. I like to sing about the Moona and the Juna and the Koopa Paratroopa. I love it to sing. Mere, don't drink no beer. Pat, don't be a brat. Jose, don't run away. That's the music from Mario Kart. But, anybody want to get a big grape soda and a pizza from Pizza, and then a big, wall door poster of Clyde Drexler? Yeah, Patrick got a big. I don't know what happened to it. This town is just mean. It's a bunch of vicious little. You think of the most vindictive, evil bitches in the history of the world. Okay, and they never stop being that way. Okay, and then they just kind of keep going. I'll be fucking you eternally. Think like that. Okay. Think Herod and Caiaphas and Hitler and the Roosevelts and Hirohito and stuff. They can clone. They can put their brains on robots. They'll always be Megatron, Optimus Prime. Megatron, Optimus Prime. Where's Jazz? Jazz is my favorite. I like Scatman Crothers, don't you? I like him better as Hong Kong Phooey. Me too. But do you understand? Or the Garbage Man on Chico and the Man. Yeah. Cero. Ándale pues. So what are you doing? I don't know. What do you need privacy for, assholes? Everybody knows it's obviously your pervert, home invading, linguistics manipulating, rapist, child molesting liars. Obviously. Obvious. Okay. So what do you need evidence for? It's already on the 6 o'clock news. It's on Fox News. Smirkety, smirkety. I can't even believe this is happening. Boy, they're losing it. Oh my gosh, what they're doing with criminal activity. Okay, God said, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace, press the pronouns of first persons. Okay. God said. Okay. Obey him. Heaven awaits. Okay. Obnoxious. Yes, I am. So, God wants you to have a big settlement. God wants you to live the Lord's Prayer. What book are you reading? Where are you getting this from? Oh, the scientist with the Wi-Fi that you need privacy, so it's untrackable. So we can't fuck you in the head and have you on YouTube going, please like and subscribe. God wants you to have money. God ain't on your side. God wants you to stand up for anarchy, to sell guns. God wants you to have 2 million views to pay your bills. Okay, but money's not real. God said forgive debt and trespass, love, one eternal, faithful peace. But he's not God. He never said he was. Jesus never says, I'm Jehovah, I have an ego problem. I think I'm a scriptwriter for Star Trek, right? It's never happened. Even in the books that are completely screwed up by all the perverts with the bank and the child molesting industry, and still don't say it. I am Jehovah, me Jesus. I know everything. I'm omniscient, omnipotent. I really hate having to live in brothels. I hate having to be present when children are being sexually assaulted and molested by perverts that give us Stephen King apocalyptic novels that never go away. Okay, do you understand? Build me a robot. It's been churning up inside of me today. Went to bed last night, all night long. Not all night. I wake up in the. Hey, what do you need privacy for, asshole? Okay. I have not had privacy a day in my life. I'm more intelligent than anybody that's ever studied me or invaded my privacy to try to challenge battle. Hi, I'm John Travolta from a damn Scientology movie, and I've got wings. Yeah, but psoriasis clipped them, and now you got drugs to survive the toxic environment through the Industrial Revolution because we haven't forgiven debt and trespass, love, one eternal, faithful peace. The science God compelled you to apply the physics of the Lord's Spirit. That science God compelled you. Right, Earl, you're funny. I know. How's Chloe? She still web-footed, or did she get surgery? You're mixing up your movies. No, he was in Goldmember, wasn't he? Didn't he play Goldmember in the thing with the Dixie Normus and the? I thought Travolta had something to do with the Mike Myers movies with the, didn't he? Gold, melted it. Okay, wasn't he? Gwyneth Paltrow's Dixie Normus, right? Tom Cruise is Austin Powers, right? And the extraordinarily vindictive Danny DeVito. His wife cracks me up. Rita Perlman, yeah, she's funny on Cheers. Once a well-respected psychologist that came in here. That's him right there. Kevin, I beg of you, leave. That one was funny. That's the writers. Yeah, but it takes Rhea Perlman to deliver the, you know what I mean? You know, there are people that write stuff that's funny, and there are people that are funny. Okay? And people that write stuff that are funny and people that are funny can be radically different. Yeah. Well, people that are funny have a personality, right? People that write stuff that are funny, what are you doing? Stealing everybody's jokes because I have a virtual presence in everybody's bathroom and bedroom. Oh! You're a genius, SNL. All righty then, here we go. So, you know, you can sit there, you can study all the jokes from, you know, screenwriters and then make lots of money and then sell people products. And I got the looks, you got the brains, but they're not really funny. It's like, you're not Joey Bishop. You're not as funny as Joey Bishop. This isn't Rowan and Martin. You're not Artie Johnson. You act like one of Artie Johnson's characters. Very interesting. I know nothing. I like Schultze too. But it's the John Banner, right? Okay. Wow. What do you need privacy for, asshole? Everybody knows you're an asshole. For crying out loud. I need privacy. I got to privately be an asshole. So you're privately going to home invade, child molest, and mind rape through technology for make-believe money to feel powerful. Right. So what do you need privacy for? It's not like everybody doesn't know. Hey, talk to me so you can see what's going on. What's going on? Hey, baby, what you know good? I'm just getting back, but you knew I would. War is hell. When will it end? When will people start really getting together again? When we'll have a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, you can hear the sound of lovers in love. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, physically uncomfortable and mentally and emotionally uncomfortable by the worst perverts in the history of the world is you know, if you're depressed and and you're sick and you're having trouble surviving this hell and watching the idiots in the airplanes from Fort Bliss fly around, hey, it's Roger Ramjet. He's our man, hero of our nation. For more adventure and selling products and pimping and prostituting, just tune into the station. Get your COVID-19 vaccines. Get your cancer ones too. Mom and dad, pneumonia and pneumonia and shingles are waiting for you. Hey! Okay, fuck, it sucks, right? What do you need privacy for? Everybody knows you're complete fucking assholes. And everybody knows that the people that don't know are so fucking stupid they can't get the way of themselves. God ain't on your side. Please shut the fuck up and stop debating comic books over money. Why? Because money ain't real. Forgive that and trespass, love one another. The power of the science God compels you. Logical Captain. Richard Dawkins, save us with your logic from all your wackadoodle Irish relatives. Hey, look, it's a pot of gold at the Nemi Rainbow. It's the leprechaun's Christmas gold. Make it stop, Rankin and Bass. No, Silver Hawkster. No! Copper Kid, 6 points. Hey, what do you win? I don't know. You went 1,000 years in space with a guy who's a cyborg protecting everybody from Limbo Galaxy, a monster of Limbo. And like, what is he doing out there? Is Earth okay? You know, they'll never get back to Earth, according to Neil deGrasse Tyson. Okay. What about wormholes and space balls and, oh, shit. You damn dirty apes. Okay, but what are we doing here? I don't know. What do you need privacy for, asshole? I'm the most intelligent person on the planet. I haven't had a moment privacy in my whole life, but compared by all the people, I'm better than he is. I have a virtual presence. I'm smarter than him. I outsmarted him. I'm going to win. What have you won? You've won no personality. Excessive compulsive behaviors. The Richard Feynman effect. Romulan L. You don't get to have sex with the hot blonde. She's going to marry a football player instead. Oh, no. Kill him and replace him with a sex robot with your brain in it. What are you doing? Well, the reflection of your brain. Oh, no, let's get rid of your brain. Why? Because it's insane, Crazy Eddie, right? So, hey, what do you need privacy for, asshole? I keep asking. Central Idiot Agency. What do you need privacy for? NASA, help us. Nah, the more I think about that with Mr. Duke and Buzz Aldrin and stuff and all the things they said, that shows signs of doping, hypnosis. And when you're doped in hypnosis, well, it makes sense. He goes, well, I saw these structures and everything like that. It's because you were going to the edge of the structure. That's why they show the pictures, because then the Russians would have examined it and said, it's a fake. It's O.J. Simpson. Remember that movie? Right, okay. So, yeah, that's probably what happened then. They put them in some kind of state because of hypnosis and had some buildings where, you know, they could replicate the stuff. And you've been up in there, you know, it's giving you different things and stuff. And maybe they never went on their missions. Maybe other guys went on the missions. Maybe the ones that all went up into space were so fucked in the head that they don't know right said Fred from left to right up to Buzz Lightyear. Hey, look, it's Woody. So do you understand? I don't know, but all the evidence leads towards REM. If you believe they put a man on the moon, there's nothing up his sleeve, nothing. All the evidence points towards we never went to the moon. They're full of shit, man. And the Russians aren't going to say anything. They're just, if they have anything, it's not going to be circulated here. And who really righteously gives a fuck? Because, you know, the Russians are just as big a murdering, child molesting, mind raping KGB assholes as the CIA. And in Mexico, oh, they're so much nicer in Mexico. Oh, no, they don't mass murder each other to see who's going to be the top pimp to sell all the white people drugs so their kids could die and we could, you know, and they fuck their own women to death. Hey, La Malinche, she was a traitor. Are you sure about that? And so you sit there. What would Quatomic do? He'd probably kill all his neighbors, rape all the women, and make sure that the blood goes into the ground to make the sun come up. No more. So, you know what I mean? And in Canada, well, they're the best sweethearts in the world. They've never done anything wrong. They have the best PR. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, and Shania Twain and Anne Murray. I like Anne Murray. She was a PE teacher. Oh, really? Wonder if she looks good in her coach's pants like Mrs. Horseman. Oh, Miss Horseman knew. She had to know. You know, wear those. God, you have such a nice body and wearing those. I am 13 going on 14. I have erectional class. Try not to look, watch the clock, and think of something else. Think of underdog. No, it's turning me on to. What the hell's wrong with me? It's the way they drew her cartoon. She has a nice butt too. What am I doing? I don't know. Why am I in this class? Why aren't I home with my parents? Learning how not to act like a scientific home invasion ass. I don't know. I think I'm Richard Feynman. Think I'm more intelligent than you. I don't think you're very intelligent. I think you have brain damage. It is true. Why would you invent the nuclear weapon and the SR-71 and the U-2? Why are you spying, lying, and killing, and all these people are suffering and dying, and you think it feels great to you? You're so psycho. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't know why you do all the crazy things for money. When money's an invention, it's obvious it's true. God ain't on your side. I don't know. Jehovah's omniscient, omnipotent. It's true. So whose side would God be on when you have psychos all declaring God either dead or the leader of their murder team too? You so fucking crazy. Why do you keep talking for attention to you? Because attention to you makes other people think like you, and then we all live in the Bronx Zoo, and the animals will love it if you do. What about all the visionaries? Those are antelopes. Oh. So, Georgia Southern. No, that's Georgia Southern. No, Georgia Southern's the Eagles. Oh, I'm sorry. That was GSU. That's okay. So, GCU. Grand Canyon. There you go. The place where, yeah, I probably could have ended up playing ball if I played my cards right. I hate playing cards. It's a waste of time. I don't even like playing strip poker. No. You going to take your clothes off or not? We going to get busy or not? You going to shit or get off the pot? Okay, what do you need privacy for? I don't know. It takes all the romance out and you act just like a beautiful mind. Oh, shit, another director. God. Okay, guys, I love you. We'll talk later. Pretend you're happy when you're blue. It isn't very hard to do. Yeah. And you will know without an end whenever you pretend. Remember, anyone can dream. And nothing's bad as it may seem. The world is mine, it can be yours, my friend. All right, the old Ronnie Howard Opie. Yeah, I was watching a thing on the, the then and now things for Happy Days and stuff. One of the biggest propaganda artists in the history of the world is Opie. Yeah. Yeah, from the Andy Griffith Show. Yeah, where my dad got offered the casting couch and left Hollywood because they destroyed the animals fighting to see who'd get the Cecil B. DeMille parts and Ben-Hur and stuff or whatever type movies. And then my mom, that's how I was born, because my mom was excited because Dad turned down the casting couch and that horrible lifestyle in Propagandaville called City of Angels. I don't ever want to feel the way I did that day. Right? And they went to flat stuff. Couldn't stay because of in-state tuition, making it too expensive to try to be a forest ranger. Yeah. Now, I don't wonder, because it wasn't going to happen, what life would have been like if Dad was a forest ranger. It wasn't going to happen. Well, if the Feynman people in your house don't want your dad to do something that's healthy, it's not going to happen. He's going to end up out in the Alcoa can't wait, right? Okay, guys, I love you, all right? Peace.